What? Sorry. Welcome to Dax. That's the craziest thing. Daxes and Tacos. I am Paul.
And I'm Sue, and I'm confused.
I am too. I just hear go.
I feel ignored. I had all the hand symbols.
I didn't know
It took the walkie-talkie.
I thought we were just
fine.
casually
We're like,
talking.
Paul and
is
Sue
this
had
a
the biggest
practice
eyes,
run
like,
through? What is happening? We should have
Yo.
used the boards of us today.
Yeah,
That's how
we
it should have
used the
gone.
cardboard cutouts. Hey, we're also joined with Kayla.
Yeah,
Air
Kayla's
traffic
here.
control extraordinaire. Whoa. All right. Hey, if it's first time watching or if you haven't done it yet, don't forget to comment 1040bot in the comments of the Facebook Live video. That gets you entered for a chance to win free lunch from us, your friends at 1040.com. Mm-hmm. And you also receive some other fun updates from us regarding this tax season and things that we think might help you out in the filing process.
Yep. And
Did I miss
yes,
anything?
that is correct. Yes,
All right.
we are here to make taxes as accessible as possible for you. And like Paul said, you could even get free lunch out of it. So it's a no-lose situation.
We've got our lunch right here. We've got a, what is this called? A cake stand?
Yes.
Cake plate.
A
with
cake
stand,
plate,
yeah.
cake stand, whatever, filled with tacos.
It's delicious.
And what you don't know is we devour them after this episode
Legit eat.
every time.
It's
So,
fantastic.
hey, I got big news. This is really big for us internally. It might cause chaos for you all watching this. Are we right at halfway, roughly halfway through
Right at about.
tax season?
Yeah.
Wow. Right?
That is big news for
Yeah.
us because it's like, okay, because the first big push is kind of over. So some people filed the second they get all of their forms, and then some people file the second they absolutely have to in April. So there's kind of, we kind of hit a dip right here. So if anybody out there wants to be an overachiever and go ahead and get your taxes done in March, we'll be here for you. But
There you go.
yeah, it's a good time.
Halfway there. So yeah, if you're now feeling panic set in, don't worry.
Don't. We got your back.
Don't worry. You still have time. We're just letting you know you're halfway out of time.
Hey, it's great.
How can we spin
just a
that?
gentle push.
Yeah.
Just a gentle, it's fine.
So with that, let's head over to Just the Tax. Speaking of being halfway there, some of you are probably wondering, hey, I filed. Where is my refund? Sue's got 3 quick little, not really tips, facts
Yes.
of why your refund might be delayed. And hit it, Sue.
Hey, I just joked on that. It's fine. So this is adapted from one of our blog posts that we put up in the last couple of weeks. And so we're going to talk about the 3 biggest reasons your refund may be delayed. Those 3 reasons are if you claimed any refundable credits, if you had state tax security delays, or if you had issues with your tax return. So, we're just going to go through those. Any refundable credits, that includes the earned income tax credit and the additional child tax credit, those especially. So tax fraudsters are always targeting any sort of refundable credit because if you qualify for a refundable credit, even if you weren't supposed to get a refund, you may get one anyway. So it's good bang for the fraudster's buck. So what we want, I just like
seems so
split
wrong,
up
yeah.
that idiom. Like it makes no sense when you say it like that, but it's fine. So if you claim a refundable credit, your tax return may be delayed a little bit because they're going through that return and making sure that everything lines up. So your refund may come a little later. So no worries. That's just security for you. You may not get your refund as soon as you like, but hey, better safe than sorry. Yeah. So the other one is state tax security delays. So a lot of states, for the same reasons, they want to double check and just make sure that everything checks out, that the tax return hasn't been filed by somebody who doesn't actually own that information. So, states will go through. If you want to know more about state refund delays, you can check out the blog too. And we have a huge list of all of the different states that have taxes. Yes, have their own state tax returns. And so you can go on there and see what your state is saying about refund delays. The last thing is issues with your tax return. Now, this is if the IRS gets your return they're going through and maybe you typed something in wrong, maybe it didn't, something's not adding up. So the IRS will take a little extra time, double check it, and if there's an issue they will reach out to you through the mail and get that stuff straightened away as soon as possible. So if there's any issues with your tax return, of course your refund is going to get delayed a little bit because they're not going to give you your refund until everything checks out. So those are the 3 biggest reasons why your refund may be delayed. You can read more about it on the blog and leave us a comment if you have any other questions.
Thanks, Sue.
You're so welcome.
Hey, let's head over to From the Filter. Our team has been working hard for months now, it feels like. I guess it has been months. On our Hydrate campaign that released or kicked off March 1st. And basically what this is that's not how I was going to go into this, but whatever. Our Hydrate campaign is us, 1040.com, sharing with you different ways that we utilize water and maybe ways that we don't think about. Recreation, businesses that use water. Sue and I have been to some of these countries that have either extremely dirty water or no water at all. And we've even talked that we take water for granted in our everyday life.
For sure.
So the Hydrate campaign is that. We want to bring awareness to water. And we released a little teaser video last week. And then we've released a short video on one of our friends that's into ice climbing, which was super cool to hear from Jonathan there. That was an awesome video. And then we've also got our friends Venture Out, based out of Orlando, Florida. They did a super cool video where they tackled all the water rides that were open at the Magic Kingdom. They're Disney vloggers.
Super cool.
And they gave us some really cool water facts about Disney World and what goes on there. So head over to our YouTube page, check out the awesome Hydrate landing page, and dive into that. And make sure you're sharing it with your friends. It is an awareness campaign for you guys, and we've had a blast putting it together, and we're super excited about the outcome.
I was going to say, if you check out the ice climbing video, you're going to get invested in the rest of our content because it's a slippery slope.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
How was that?
Boy.
Did you enjoy that? Was that good?
It's
okay.
good, yeah.
It's
we'll use
fine.
it as a transition to Tales and Fails. Hey, if you've got any international traveling plans, I still
if
hear...
you've been banned from
international
international travel.
So I'm just like on edge. Yeah, if you have any plans to travel internationally, check out what Sue's going to tell us, because it's pretty important.
It has to do with that. Yes, that was a solid segue.
But it was still your thunder.
So
man.
The IRS
Where's my
says
cardboard
that.
cutout?
Yeah, right. Get it back. No, I'm just kidding. No, we like to have you here, Paul. It's fine. So individuals who need passports for imminent travel should contact the IRS promptly to resolve any tax debt. So since the government is the one that issues passports, one thing that you cannot get your passport renewed or issued if you owe the IRS more than $52,000 in back taxes. So if you owe more than $52,000 in back taxes and you're planning a vacation out of the country, make sure that you get that resolved.
Or a quick escape.
Yes, if you're planning a quick escape, don't. And, clean up your life. Go talk to the IRS. Get that taken care of. It's fine.
Can you imagine this? Like, let's say boy meets girl, and they get married.
That happens from time to time.
Yeah, that happens from time to time. And the way that you learn that your husband owes $53,000 to the IRS is that he can't go on an international honeymoon. I don't know. I was just trying to think of like crazy.
That would be unfortunate.
Stories. Like, wow, just kicking things out to a great start.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh man.
I was hoping that they would like drag people off planes, but you don't even get the passport. So
nope.
I had a whole bit on that too, but we'll skip it. Let's go over to upcoming deadlines.
All right. So the first, I was like, wait, which of us is going to talk about this?
You got this. It's a big all caps, update.
Yes. So we talked a little bit last week about the estimated tax penalty for farmers and fishermen. That deadline has been extended to April 15th. So if you are a farmer or a fisherman and you did not pay quarterly estimated taxes throughout the year last year, there is good news for you. You will not owe any penalties on that amount as long as you file your taxes and pay any tax that you owe by April 15th of this year. So good news if you are in that situation. And speaking of April 15th, dun, dun, dun. That's the deadline for everyone. And it seems like it's kind of far away. I think it's 40-ish days out right now. So again, kind of like we talked about at the beginning of the episode, we're right about halfway through season. And if you file with 1040.com, it will not take you 40 days to file your taxes.
More like less than 40 minutes.
Yes. I think when I filed mine, it was like 20 minutes. So
we're not guaranteeing that. We're just saying.
Yes.
Depending on your situation.
Depending on your situation. If you have all of the forms that you have to do out in front of you, it definitely won't take you 40 days. So
maybe 39, but whatever.
You know, it's fine. 39 and a half. Anyway, so that is the next biggest deadline coming up. And so we'll keep bringing that up and keep mentioning it to you. It's always best if you just file as soon as you possibly can. Another thing for that is that the sooner you file, the better protected your personal information is from having somebody else file in your name. So even if someone has your social security number, your birth dates, anything like that they could try to file a tax return with, if you file your tax return, nobody else will be able to file in your name. It'll bounce right off the IRS. Yeah. But on the flip side of that, if somebody files with your information before you do, it can be a long process to get all of that straightened out. So the sooner you file, the better. Just a quick little extra bit of information in there.
Hey, let's do a little Q&A time.
Hey, Q&A time.
Kayla, what you got for us?
I would first like to point out
how really for Sue.
I love how Sue says security. Security.
I can't say it any other way. Especially if you're saying social security.
You said security.
Did I? Sometimes I say security, and I can't help it. I am from Alabama. I was there this weekend.
Hey, Sue, this is crazy. Side note. Sue is in Alabama in between these tornadoes, like literally,
yes,
right? Like
the
by 5 miles.
tornadoes that were on during the weekend. So, if anybody's watching, anyone who was affected by those, like, our condolences to y'all. I was in just a little bit east of Montgomery when all of those hit, planning to drive back. So, and I decided not to at the last minute, and it was good because I would have been driving through some of the worst storms. So, but
I'm glad you're here.
It was very funny when I got back on Monday because I woke up and ate breakfast with my family that lives down there, came up, and then for the rest of the day, everyone's like, we can tell you were in Alabama this morning because of the way that you're talking. So it took me a little while to adjust.
You just walked into the office and said, roll tide.
It's like periods.
All right, Kayla,
what's the end of everything.
All right, so the first question is from Matt, and he says, my federal return is being rejected because of my AGI and or electronic signature, which is just 5 numbers. What do I do?
That's a great question. So your prior year AGI or adjusted gross income is what the IRS uses to verify your identity if you e-file. Make sure that when you are putting that AGI in there that it is not your current year, that it's your prior year AGI. So if you are putting in the information that you have for 2018, that's not technically that was last year, but what they want is your prior year tax return. So that it would actually be your 2017 tax return that you want your 2017 AGI from. And you can get that if you didn't file taxes last year and you're over the age of 16, just put in a 0 and you'll be good to go. So
awesome. Thanks, Matt.
Awesome. All right,
why are you calling me Matt?
Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Matt.
Good job, Matt. All right, so Becca asks, what is the best way to pay a late estimated tax payment for January 15th, 2019? I tried filling out the form online, but it would only allow me to choose 2019 as the applicable year. Is there another form I should be using, or do I need to mail a check for a late payment?
Great question. So the best way to pay your late estimated tax payment for January 15th is to actually, instead of trying to make a separate payment, go ahead and file your tax return, and you will pay the rest of anything that you owed up until January 15th on that. You will have some underpayment penalties. Technically, with estimated taxes, it's not considered a late fee. It's an underpayment penalty. So you will owe a little bit on that, and that accrues daily. So the faster you can get your taxes filed and paid, the better that will turn out for you. So again, you're not going to be looking for a 1040 ES form. You're going to just go ahead and file your taxes, and it'll all be included in that.
Boom.
Boom.
Hey, you guys
Good
ready to
to
give
go.
away free lunch?
Let's do it.
Yeah, this is the best part.
All right, let's get a drum roll. The free lunch recipient for today is Cheryl Lance. Yay, Cheryl. Hey,
I just want to say I love her last name.
I
because
say
it's-
Lance. I
Yeah.
can't get the Z. Like
Lance.
Lance.
I could tell
Sorry,
you
Cheryl.
why.
We're dissecting your last name.
It's really cool.
Hey,
really
send
cool.
us a direct message on Facebook, and we will get you the details to receive free lunch. Thank you so much for watching this show and commenting 1040 Bot and keeping up with what's going on with us over here at 1040.com. And for
Super
the rest
cool.
of you, thanks for watching. Keep watching. Keep sharing this with your friends. And we hope to catch you next week.
It'll be
Jennifer,
good. Let's get.
Bye.
Yes.
Jennifer
well,
wants to know why there's no bean burritos.
Why there's no bean burritos?
Well, there's no
Sorry,
one to
Jennifer.
eat a bean burrito. Jennifer is sick this week, so.
Oh,
no!
Had to
There's
get
a
your
mic.
mic dropped.
Oh my goodness.
There goes a sight, there goes a sight. Now there goes a sight from my soul. There goes a sight from my soul.